Ever since the multi-billion-dollar deal for data domain occurred, the IT industry has been enamored with the concept of data deduplication, or getting rid of duplicate data in order to decrease the footprint of that data, which in turn drives all sorts of downstream benefits. I've personally been very vocal on the value one can derive by implementing such a strategy. In short, and as history has proven time and time again, if done properly, the value an organization will gain will far outweigh whatever the cost of the solution they implemented almost immediately. Data deduplication has been implemented almost exclusively at the end of the data lifecycle, almost always in the data backup stream. By deduplicating in the backup process, companies are able to back up virtually instead of physically, thus eliminating the tons upon tons of redundant data copies that clog networks, choke systems, and fill up expensive disk and tape media. Even greater value to this type of approach can be generated when you optimize or reduce your data footprint closer to the point of origin of that data. That's the next wave of where this is inevitably headed, to primary data capacity optimization. When data reaches the backup cycle, it's effectively dead. It's unchanging data that simply is. It exists on primary storage, however, many different ways in many different places as it's copied or replicated. Those copies are then deduplicated when that data goes into sleep mode in a backup. If optimizing the data footprints creates huge benefits by eliminating a ton of the infrastructure and management required behind it, why only realize that benefit at the end of the data lifecycle? Why not realize it while the data is still alive? The value of optimizing your data footprint early on in its life cycle has some obvious benefits. You'll need less expensive disk, for example, but it's really the less than obvious benefits that hold the greatest potential value. If I told you that I could reduce your primary data footprint by 80%, what would that mean? First, it would mean you now have about 400% more headroom of unused capacity, so you could go a long time before having to buy more expensive storage. It also could mean you could keep more of your data online in primary storage, even if it's seldom accessed. Most of the world's data archives sit on inaccessible tape cartridges today, but with an 80% footprint reduction, you might be able to keep years of data that was formerly offline, online. What might that mean when you have to go through an e-discovery exercise? Forget about saving money on storage. An e-discovery exercise could save you 10 times that amount in legal fees alone. Think about the potential for big data. By having more data online, you can have more of your analytical systems accessing it, enabling smarter and faster business decisions. How much money is that worth to an overall organization? The bottom line on all of this is by virtualizing data or putting data through a capacity optimization exercise and presenting it to those who require it virtually instead of physically, you enable more people, applications, and systems to access it. You decrease the operational burden on delivering that virtual data to all of those people, application, and systems, as well as the capital expenses required to house, protect, and deliver it. You save money on a disk system once. You make money by having more data online and accessible over and over again.